Now, the name's Bond, James Bond, but who is set to be the next 007 with Daniel Craig having retired his Walther PPK? Well, speculation over which actor will take on the role of James Bond has been mounting once again after reports that British star Aaron Taylor-Johnson has been offered the role. There he is in the picture there, giving Brad Pitt a hug. Who wouldn't? Let's speak to Rob Parker, an author and host of the Really 007 podcast. Good to talk to you, Rob. What do we make of this? Is it going to be Aaron Taylor-Johnson, yes or no?
Well, I hope so. I mean, to be honest, it's been so long since we've had any kind of news. So any kind of news, however much you want to take it with a pinch of salt, is good news. So, yeah, we're exciting.
What is it that you like about him? What makes him potentially a good Bond?
Well, I think, obviously, I think he's a fantastic actor, for a start, and I think that's crucial now. It's always been crucial, but I think now more than ever, people want a bit more from their James Bond and their heroes. So being a great actor really helps. I also think, dare I say it, he looks the part, he looks splendid. But also, at 33, he's an attractive age, I would imagine, for producers who want to make a long-term thing of him.
What direction do you think they're going with Bond, given that they've done the kind of, you know, hard man, muscular type Bond with Daniel Craig? Where are we going to next? Geeky Bond?
I don't know, truthfully. I mean, it's such a thankless task, isn't it? You've got, you know, everyone's got an opinion on this topic. I mean, just today, you've seen just how, I mean, everywhere. This is on TV, it's on radio, it's all over the internet. There is such a huge appetite for Bond. Still, despite, you know, without giving too much away, where we were left at the end of the last movie.
Yes.
So where would we go next? I don't know. I just want to enjoy it. That's what I'd like. I'd like us to have that 2 hours of rip-roaring good time and go away thinking, man, that was cool.
Of course, if the producers of Bond want a geeky Bond, my husband, Jonathan Farmer, is available, of course. Before I let you go, this is a question I have to ask you. Who is your favourite Bond?
Oh, favourite Bond? Timothy Dalton.
What? Sorry? Say what? Say that again? I didn't hear you. I thought you said Roger Moore. Timothy Dalton. I mean, okay. He is very brooding and he has those beautiful blue eyes. But really? Okay, tell me why.
Yeah. I'm sorry, what was that?
Why? Why Timothy Dalton? Why? What's the...
Oh, I thought he brought something extra and else to the James Bond role. I think that if people were looking for a gritty James Bond, you had him back then in 1987. So
yeah, I mean, he was very brooding, wasn't he?
He very much was, yeah. I just don't think the public at the time were quite ready for that.
No, you're right, they weren't. My favourite is Roger Moore, because he's just so funny,
I couldn't argue with that.
Charming, and just, for me, that's quintessential Bond. That's how Bond should be. But I know that probably everyone has their own favourite. And who knows who the next one will be. Thanks so much for joining us, Rob. And we'll speak to you again soon, I hope. Once we know who the actual Bond is, we'll bring you back on the show.
Hey, when there's actual news, bring it on.
What do you mean, actual news? Awkward. Right, moving quickly on.